YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter are all dealership branding tools. Apparently, I don't know what it is now, but about 2 or 3 months ago, there's about 1,500 businesses in South Africa advertising on Facebook. That's all. Everyone else is going after Google AdWords. For dealerships, I think the answer is use social media as a branding exercise and then capture the in-market car shopper on classified sites. And then see if you can play in the Google AdWords space to a certain degree, just so that you're in the auction. And then do TV and radio. From a used car point of view, the model is market agnostic. It's the same model across the world. It's listings. The next phase is putting consumer tools together, which we've started to do with the variant search that we've done, and we'll build more and more consumer tools as we go along to make it easier for the consumer to get the best deal, and then to shorten that list. But new car is definitely, the model is not market agnostic. South Africa has not figured it out. From a car buying journey point of view, people try and figure out, everyone thinks that the journey is linear. The journey is not linear. They go backwards and forwards all the time, and that makes the trouble. That creates the problem, is the journey is not linear. We've done extensive research over the years, and 1/3 of our users are thinking about either a used or a new. So 1/3 of the users that come to our site are in the market for either or. They haven't made up their mind yet. And that's where our new car part of the platform plays a part. You should start with just, slow consistency. And what I mean by slow consistency is decide on each of the platforms, do 1 post a week. Yeah. Just start, slow consistency. Because these platforms, they reward consistency. That's what they do. And so you start with slow organic consistency, just so that you can get the wheel turning. And once you start doing that, if you get a young person, just to start posting, you post a picture on Instagram of somebody taking delivery of a car, and you say, okay, every time somebody takes delivery of a car, Instagram.
That's it.
Every time somebody takes delivery of a car, Facebook. So now you've got consistent posts based on, I always say, document your dealership, don't create content. Okay? So take what you're already doing, and just capture it. So capture a delivery of a car. Well, LinkedIn is a professional business platform. So it's like Facebook, but it links business people and businesses together. That is the purpose of LinkedIn. And Twitter's a news platform. So Twitter shouldn't be looked at to drive any sort of learning. And that's the only way I think about it is let's not try and use Twitter to teach people things. Whereas the other platforms can be something you put content out so that they can learn about your dealership and they can learn about the brand that you service. But Twitter, on the other hand, the newsfeed goes so fast that it's more of an engagement platform. To go and engage with certain news topics and certain hot prospect, things that are going on in the world, etc. So that's what I think Twitter's for. When you wake up in the morning, what do? There's no rest time. In the loo. Well, there we go. That's a good place. I think it's finding those periods of time that you idle on the loo to engage. And it's not like, as a business, I think getting somebody to generate and post your content is a good idea because you've got money to make. But as a dealership, you should engage with other people. Business owner, I think engaging is more and more becoming a thing of, or a natural thing to do. Consumer wants to know who you are. Who is this person? I'm buying, check what a nice guy this is. I bought a car there. So consumers want to know the business owner, I think. So you get your staff to generate the content, and then now and again you go and you engage with that with the people that are engaging with your content. One of the key questions around this type of content on social media, or even on AutoTrader, or even on YouTube, is there's different forms of content. And in our world, we've got video content, picture, and then written words. Those are the 3 forms of content. And creating those 3 forms of content inside your dealership, repurposing that content for the different platforms, means you only have to create 1 or 2 pieces of content and you distribute it amongst all the platforms. The whole trick, I think, is there's a lot of businesses, small businesses that have that don't think about where the content lives. Because if you consider Facebook, AutoTrader, let me put us in the same bucket, Instagram, YouTube, if they changed their model tomorrow or they went out of business, where would all your content be? You'd lose it. It'd be gone. So the one of the most important things is your website. For all that content that you create, in my opinion, to live on your website. Yes, you can distribute it across all of those platforms as well, but it's very, very important to build the credibility. Always put it on your website first, because Google will see it. Whereas if you put it on another platform first, Google will see that first. Whereas if you put it on your website first, Google will recognize, oh, okay, that was the original place that content actually existed. And then everything else is a copy. Okay, so Facebook, if you put something on Facebook, it'll say, okay, Facebook's a copy of that website. So that website's actually more credible than the content on those platforms. So the home of your content, I think, is important. Your home of your business on the internet is your dealership website, in my opinion, and not YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Those are just distribution channels. But is it about leads? So there, I think, that's the most important part, not leads. Is what we're more kind of focusing on, which is consumer attention. Where is the consumer attention? And if you can play where the consumer attention is, leads is a downstream thing. Yeah. It's not an element. I keep telling this the teams inside the business, stop focusing on selling to customers, because all you're focusing on is making revenue. Focus on capturing the customer's attention. Focus on giving them value. Focus on helping their businesses get better. The revenue will come.